We now want to look at the three theories for nominal exchange rate determination related to two countries. But the first theory that we'll be looking at is the law of one price. Now, according to the law of one price, the nominal exchange rate should be such that the same good should cost the same everywhere when converted into the same currency. So this means that the dollar price of a good should be the same everywhere, regardless of wherever it's sold, which means that the dollar price of good in US, which is PI US, should be equal to the dollar price of good in Europe, which would just simply be the euro price of good I in Europe, which is PI EU times the dollar to euro nominal exchange rate. And from here, if we solve for the dollar to euro nominal exchange rate, we get that the dollar to euro nominal exchange rate should be equal to the dollar price of good in US, which is PI US, divided by the euro price of good in Europe, which is PI EU. So according to the law of one price, the nominal exchange rate is determined by the relative price of a single good I in two countries. Now let's look at an example to apply this, where if we know that the price of a car in US is $110 and price of the same car in Europe is 80 euros. And the dollar to euro nominal exchange rate is $1.5 per euro. Now the question arises, does the law of one price hold or not? Well, if the law of one price were to hold, this means that the dollar price of the car would be the same in US and in Europe, which basically implies that the dollar to euro nominal exchange rate should be equal to PI US, which in this case is just simply $110 divided by PI EU, which is just essentially in this case 80 euros. So if the law of one price were to hold, the dollar to euro nominal exchange rate would just be 1.375, which is different from what we currently observe, which means that the law of one price does not hold. So that's for law of one price.